British MP denied entry into Israel-controlled Al-Aqsā Gate for being Muslim. British MP Shockat was denied entry to Al-Aqsā Mosque through an Israel-controlled gate last week because he was Muslim, Middle East Eye has learnt. And this is all from a Middle East Eye Instagram post. Middle East Eye revealed last Friday that Adam was an independent MP for Leicester South and Andrew George, Liberal Democrat MP for St. Ives, arrived in Israel, I'm going to say quote-unquote Israel, on 13 April and toured Hebron, Bethlehem, Tulkarm and East Jerusalem, areas recognized under international law and by the British government as being Palestinian territory under Israeli occupation, which is exactly why I'm not going to refer it to as them entering into Israel, because that's not Israel. Last Wednesday morning, the delegation visited Al-Aqsā Mosque in East Jerusalem. A witness to the scene told Middle East Eye last week that George and other members of the delegation entered the mosque compound through the Western Gate, which is controlled by Israel, but Adam was identified as Muslim and denied entry. On Wednesday, the parliamentarian confirmed he was not allowed to enter. My colleagues were let through, Adam said. An Israeli officer asked me my faith. I said I was a Muslim, and he said I wasn't allowed through. The mosque's western gate was previously connected to the Moroccan quarters of Jerusalem's old city, which Israel forces demolished in 1967 to build the Western Wall Plaza. So firstly, you can see the enemies of humanity. They want to say they are victims. They are occupying to such an extent that even Muslim holy sites are controlled by them. They're enemies of humanity, and I will keep saying that. And also, it shows you that this individual, the officer, whether he directly or indirectly, whether he meant or he didn't, they have Islamophobic policies. Because why do you have to ask someone what their religion is, and why was he not allowed when he said he was a Muslim? There's no other explanation, because he said he was a Muslim and he wasn't allowed. And we've seen this, and this is just an example that's being highlighted because of who this individual is and politician and all these other things. We've seen many examples of this, whether it was our people that we know, whether it's our teachers, our scholars, and other people. They've been denied entry, and we've seen some of our scholars, the way they've been treated, and stuff like this. It's all to deter Muslims from visiting, and they keep doing it again and again, and they want to keep saying that they are not the enemies and they are not doing the wrong things. They are the occupiers. If you're not the occupiers, why the F do you control Muslim holy lands in Palestine? What are you then? And I once again say these people are the enemies of humanity, and sooner or later they will collapse. And I hope that they collapse in such an extent that anybody in the future who even dares to behave like them, even thinks about behaving like them, will not do so after seeing how they will be humiliated. And I hope that time is soon, that the world realizes that you're allowing apartheid, you're allowing genocide, you're allowing all of these things, and it's not acceptable. And then soon, hopefully, the world comes to their senses and hold these people to account in such a way that they wish that they didn't even think about doing what they've done, because enough is enough, and the Muslim leaders have done nothing. The world has done nothing. Western claims to having the moral high ground is gone down the drain with what they've been doing. So it's time the population as a whole got together to do something, because at the moment nothing's being happened. Genocide is being allowed to continue, and Israel's lies are being allowed to be believed as truth, like the tunnels and all these other things and the beheaded babies. And at this point, anything that Israel says should not be believed whatsoever, because anything that Palestinians say, that you don't believe at all anyway. So you don't believe the truth, so why should you believe the lies? And many, many lies that Israel has said that were supposed to be truth be uncovered later that were the lies, and they give pathetic apologies. Now there should be a default that anything Israel says, even if Israel says it's raining, you do not believe it's raining. You look for yourself if it's raining or not. These people are the enemies of humanity, and I will keep saying it. They are the enemies of humanity. Wherever they go, they cause trouble. In Palestine, genocide. When they go to Lebanon, when they go to Syria or anywhere else, They're the ones that are causing the trouble. They are the enemies of humanity, and it's time people made sure they were severely held to account.